Hey guys, I'm Chris and welcome back to the studio. Today I'm going to be showing you my new project. It's an animal baby nursery clip art pack that I want to show you how to use in your next creative projects. So I'm going to go through a demo in Photoshop and then in Procreate so you can see the differences, but you certainly don't need those programs to use this clip art pack. They're all PNG files, so you can use whatever graphics editor that you're comfortable with, and the same principles will apply. So you will still be able to learn lots from this demo. So this pack is really cute. It's a bunch of baby animals that are perfect for nursery themes or anything super cutesy that you like animals for. And it will be available on Monday, December 7th. So if you're just watching this before then, it's a sneak peek, so I'm really excited to show it to you. So let's get started. We'll jump into Photoshop first, and I'm going to show you how to make a sublimation template for a pillow. So let's get to it.
Okay, so you've decided to grab this cute little pack here. It's a bunch of clip art, perfect for nursery and baby stuff, or anything just cutesy, like I said. So anyways, you've grabbed this and you've downloaded it, and now what do? So you want to go into your downloads folder, and then you're going to click on the zip file. So on a Mac, you're just going to double click and it's going to unzip for you. On a PC, you are going to have to use WinZip, I believe, and open it that way. And so now you have this folder. So let's go peek inside. I'm just going to bring this open for you. So you have your license, of course, animals, arrangements, balloons, banners, a bunch of extras, flowers, hot air balloons, numbers, stars, moons, and clouds, swings, and teacups. Okay, so we can just peek in here and you can see there's 12 animals. And hopefully these are arranged easily so you can find everything. There's flowers, lots of balloons. Okay, so you can see that there's lots of fun things to create lots of different sorts of things. So why don't we jump into Photoshop, and I'm going to create a new file. So I'm going to go File, New, and I'm going to say this is going to, actually we're going to do inches because this is going to be for a pillow. Let's say our pillow is 18 inches by 18 inches, and because it's print, we're going to do 300 dpi. All right, so there's our new file. So what I'm going to do is go and grab some elements to put in it. So today, I kind of love this elephant. It's one of my faves. So I'm just going to drag him in and hit enter. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to grab a banner. And I kind of like this one. So I'm going to pop that over like that. Enter. And you know what? Let's just size it a little bit. I'm going to do Command or Control T to transform and just bring that a little bit larger, just so it kind of goes around its feet a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go back to my Finder and let's go, let's see, what shall we do? Perhaps some flowers. And I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to put some behind. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Take this. I'm just going to place that like that maybe. And you can actually use these already pre-made ones, or you can go into flowers and all the individual flowers and leaves are here. So why don't we do that? I'm going to just grab a couple. So I'm going to hold that Command, just grab a few more. Let's do that one again. And this one, and grab that. Oh, just a bunch of stuff. They all coordinate, they'll all go together. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little eucalyptus maybe. All right, let's see how, maybe I'll grab that too. Okay, I'm just gonna drag them all in, and I'm just gonna hit enter a bunch of times, because I'm just gonna resize these all together. Okay, so a few more, got it. Okay, so over here, I'm just gonna go into my layers and grab all those flowers, and I'm gonna do Command or Control G to make that a group. I'll be good in naming it flowers. Sometimes I can be terrible when I'm doing this and not name things. So I'm gonna grab that group, and do Command or Control T again and just resize these guys all at once to about there, I think, and hit enter and wait. And then I'm going to drag my flowers below the banner, in between the banner and the elephant, and then just start, I don't know, placing these around, see what happens. Let's just fill it up a bit. And kind of maybe want some of these guys to go in between. So I'm going to just drag this layer up in between some of the roses for variation. I might have to resize some of these guys here. So Command T and just kind of play around with it. Okay, I might have a few too many in here, but we'll see. Bring that up above the leaves. There he is. Just want it nice and full. Maybe bring this one over here and Control T or Command T. Put that in there. Okay. And I feel like I need a little bit more green over here. So I'm going to select this, Command or Control J, Control T, and just make a duplicate there. Actually, I kind of want them in between these two flowers just to break that up. So let's see if we can find those. Oh, yeah, got it. Okay, so that looks pretty full. I'm going to bring the elephant up, so I'm just going to click and drag just to select all of this and pull her up a little bit. Okay, that's probably good. And I'm going to drag and select everybody and Control T, Control or Command. Maybe that's getting tired. You know what I mean when I say Command or Control. So I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller. And hit enter, wait a sec. Okay, so that's probably good. We can personalize this by putting their name on it, which is always a nice touch. So I'm going to just go on the top layer, grab my text tool, and I'm going to, I really like little b, but it doesn't let me warp the letters. So let's try Elise. Let's see how this works out. And we're gonna call her Ella the elephant. Okay, yeah, that should work all right. I'm gonna make this color, let's just make it, let's make it a nice brown color, maybe around there. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to character, and I don't want it bold, but I do want it more space. Let's see if 200 is enough. Maybe let's make it 3. Okay. And we can bring that into the middle, and I'm gonna make it 72. Sure. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back and make sure I have my text tool. I'm going to go to the warp, create warp text button, and I'm going to click on arc. And that is not the way we want it to go. We want it to go subtly in this direction. It's just a little bit. I think that's probably good. Okay, nice. And I'm going to set this layer actually to multiply just so it catches that watercolor paper texture a little bit. And so I think it's looking pretty, I mean, it was pretty quick to create something like this, just adding a few things, making it your own. And then I'm going to go to the background layer, and let's just put something behind it. So in the extras file, I've got some hearts and washes here. So you just have these things you can put in the background. So I'm going to grab the pink splash, and that's just a watercolor splash. You can do, and it, yeah, it works actually just like that. It's perfect. Let's see if we add some hearts, if it's too much, too little. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm going to go to the background layer, and I'm going to go to the hearts, and I'm going to oh, why not throw some hearts in there? It looks like this. So it's mostly covered by the elephant, but I like the little bits. Okay. And I think we might have to again select everything and just move it down just a touch. Yeah, I think that looks good. Might need to be a little bit smaller, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna go and save this. Actually, I'm going to turn off this background layer and save it as a PNG so I can put it on whatever background color I want. So I'm gonna go save, and I'm going to, well, I'll just create a new folder. I'll call it nursery, I guess. And we can call this Ella Pillow. And of course we're going to want to save our PSD file just in case we ever wanted to go back and make any changes. And then I'm going to also save it as a PNG. And there we go. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy, just placing PNGs. Why don't we now go and see what it would look like in a mock-up. This isn't my favorite mock-up, but it'll give you the idea. So we're just gonna go back to our Finder and grab that PNG and drag it into this mock-up here. I'm just gonna scale it a touch and let's see what it looks like. So I'm just gonna do Command S for save and look at the mock-up. This one kind of skews it slightly to the right, it would seem, but we can do this, oops, sorry. We can do this, just move it over a little bit and have a look. Still, these mock-ups are sometimes a little bit funny, but here we go. See, I don't like this silly texture that they have on here, but anyways, you get the idea. There you go. There's a little cute personalized pillow. So the reason why I have all these illustrations as individual elements is so that you have the most flexibility and freedom to create totally unique designs. Yeah, I'm just trying to give you as much flexibility as possible. So of course I could create this all and have it pre-done. That would be super easy, but if I did that, then you'd be really, really limited in what you could create. So just even by having these backgrounds, that really helps because you of course don't want to be using any of these images standalone, and you don't want it to be easily extracted by third parties. So you just need to be conscious of that when you're working with Clipart. So why don't we jump into Procreate next, and I'll show you how to make something very similar using that program. So let's jump to it. Okay, so you have downloaded the pack onto your iPad. So what do you do next? You go and find your little files tab here. You're going to open it up. Yours are probably going to be in your downloads section, but I transferred mine through Dropbox, so mine's in Dropbox. So you're going to find that zip file. Mine's right here. You're going to click on it and it's just going to open up. It should do. Now, if you have this problem and it doesn't do this for you, try taking that zip file and moving it over to on my iPad, and it should work there for you. So again, you can, well, let's do it. Click on it and it should give you, if you click and hold, it should give you the option to uncompress. So try that. Otherwise, you might have to download, there's a free app, I think it's called Zip app, and you can download that and give it a go. So that's how you do that. Now we can pop into, well, actually I should show you. So we can look in there and you can see we have all the files just like we had on the computer. So now we're gonna hop back into Procreate. I'm gonna create a new canvas and I'm going to make this 18 inches by 18 inches or 5400 by 5400 pixels at 300 dpi, and I'm going to go and grab my elements. So I'm going to click on my wrench and I'm going to go to add and insert file, and I'm just going to click on this little dealio there and bring up these menus. So I'm going to say it's on my iPad now, and I'm going to click on the animal babies deal there, and I'm going to, let's make a hot air balloon. So I'm going to click on that and it'll bring up all my illustrations here.
And let's see, what shall we pick? I really like the flower one, but I'm going to do this one for you. So let's click on this multicolored balloon. Click yes. Perfect. I'm going to leave it like that. So then I'm going to go back to the wrench, add, insert file, and let's grab some more things. Let's make this blue this time. I'm going to click on these little, this deal, add that, and I'm going to go and insert file again, and this time let's do the basket. I'm just going to bring all my elements in here. Add another file. Let's see, shall we do some flags? I'm going to do these blue and pink flags. That should work. Okay, let's arrange this before we get anything more. So now these are all on separate layers, which is great. So I'm actually just going to select them all just by dragging to the right, clicking my arrow and resizing these a touch so just we have some more room here. That should be fine, like about there. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my basket down, resize that guy. It can be about there. Well, I guess I could make the handles work. Maybe about that. Then I'm going to go grab the flags, resize those. Perfect. And it looks like these are kind of the right size. Just going to angle these a little bit more. So that's good. Okay. Hopefully you can see that there. So let's go get a character to add to this. I'm just going to stay on my ribbon layer just because that's behind the basket. So I'm going to go grab, let's see. Oop, something went wrong. Let's go back to animals and let's put in the, who should we put in today? How about our giraffe? Okay, let's size him. Can put him in there. Perfect. And let's see, what else can we do? Why don't we dress this little guy up a little bit, make him fancy. Okay, so insert file. My youngest son, for some crazy reason, is obsessed with top hats and monocles right now, so I had to make those. So let's go and find him a hat. And we have all these sorts of hats and tiaras and crowns and all those sorts of fun things. So let's give him a little hat. He likes green, so we'll do that. Give him a little jaunty top hat. Just that. Cute. And then we can go, oops, I don't want gallery, sorry. Back in. Grab the wrench, insert file, and he's got this monocle. And I think I'm going to have to flip this guy, so I'm just going to click on, while I'm in transform, I'm just going to click horizontal, and actually no, I was on the right side there. Just give it like that. So let's see. So that's cute, gives them a little very distinguished nature there. Okay, so then I'm gonna go and let's see, maybe let's do some background. So I'm gonna click on that and go and find, what shall we find? Some the stars and moons and clouds. So these guys have faces or no faces, depending on what you want. I'm just gonna start with some simple clouds first. Let's make those smaller. Let's just add a few. I'm gonna bring these below the hot air balloon and just duplicate. And maybe one more. And I'm gonna flip them. Flip horizontal, resize a little bit. Let's see what sort of works here. Maybe there. Okay, and then I'm gonna go, maybe let's get some stars. And just place them around. And duplicate just by sliding to the left and click duplicate. Click on your arrow and then just moving the size around a little bit. Slide to the left, duplicate. And you can keep doing this as many times as you want here. Okay, so that's pretty good. And then I'm going to go and grab, let's see, maybe we'll get us, oh, so it's saying I have too many layers, so I'm just gonna go and pinch all these stars together so they're on one layer. And then I'm gonna go back to my wrench, insert another file. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, so I was going to get a splash here. And let's see, I'll grab the blue one. And that actually, placement-wise, is not too bad. I'm gonna bring it behind this one here. So if you wanted to make any changes to any colors, let's say this cloud here, where is this guy? Where is he? So this cloud here, if we wanted to change the color of him, we can just go and click on a layer, tap on it, do clipping mask, and I'm just gonna make it a little bit lighter just to see what happens. So obviously that doesn't look very good. So we're gonna have to change the blending mode to something. Change it to, let's see what will work. Maybe soft light. Soft light just lightens it up a little bit. If you want to do that. I mean, that's not the greatest example for wanting to change these colors, but you get the idea. Okay, so let's just bring in this cloud a little bit. I think he's a little bit too far down for our composition. Okay, like that. And then I'm gonna go and select all these layers, just swiping to the right. Okay, and then I'm just gonna grab this and just move it more into the center now. Okay, so I think that's a cute little composition for another little pillow. Super simple. I mean, that was really, really quick. It only took me a couple of minutes. Of course, maybe you could, if you're really good at lettering or something, you could write their names or get a cute font and put that in there and write that, and yeah, just have fun with it. So I hope that was really simple. I didn't do anything too complicated, and I don't think there really is anything too crazy to have to do as far as well, Photoshop and Procreate. Really, I think it's just bringing in layers and just layering them and yeah, just putting them all together. I hope that's really helpful for you guys, and if there's anything else you want me to show you how to use these packs, please let me know in the comments, or of course you can always join the Facebook group. Love to see you there. And yeah, you can just let me know if you have any more things that you'd like me to show you. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, I'd love a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, check out in the description below. All the information will be there about where to find this pack, and of course, there's some free goodies for you as well if you haven't grabbed those. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.